All right, once we have the machine popped up, we need to turn it on and get our foot pedal out. So out to the right-hand side of the machine, you can probably see a couple of black cords. There's this guy right here, and then there's this guy all the way back here. This guy is actually right by the switch. So if you find that big cord, you can find the on switch, and the computer will click on. The next thing you do is find the foot pedal, and the foot pedal should be just tucked away in the cupboard, and so you pull it out. This is what the foot pedal looks like. It's kind of like a wedge shape. It actually goes this way, and you just kind of want to put that underneath the sewing machine, and so it's not out in the walkway, and it could potentially, you know, get stepped on and cause an accident. So it goes this way, and your foot will rest on it, and when you gently push, you can see in the background that the needle is moving. Okay, so I'm going to stick that right underneath my sewing machine there. And then a couple of parts that are important for you to be able to identify and work. The first one is the hand wheel. And the hand wheel is actually located right here on the right-hand side of the sewing machine. It's a circle, and your hand actually fits on it, and then it turns towards your face like this. So my hand is on it, it turns towards, and you can see that needle goes up and down. All right, so that's for manually sewing on some corners. A couple of other things. One is this is the presser foot right here. And that presser foot right now, there's a large gap in between. Pull this down a little bit. There's a large gap that you can see in between the presser foot, which is right here, and the sewing plate. And so that gap will need to be closed in order for you to sew. Well, around the side of the machine, there is a lever. And when this lever is up, the gap is open. When this lever is down, you can see the gap is closed. Can't fit my finger under there anymore. So it's basically up when you want to put fabric in, and down when you want to sew. Get a little piece of fabric here. So I can put my fabric in there right now, and then I could put it down, and it would be ready to sew. So those are a couple of important parts. Another thing that might be of interest to you is right here, there's these two really kind of pokey grids, and those are called feed dog, and they actually pull your fabric through. It creates some pressure against the presser foot, and it'll pull your fabric through. So if I put my fabric in and I lower the presser foot, and then I gently step on the pedal, you can see that it pulls it through, and I'm not even touching anything. Okay, another important thing for you to be able to work is the back stitch button. And so this part of the machine has this plate that actually you can push in, and when you push it in and you push the pedal at the same time, the machine will sew backwards. And this is something that we do at the beginning and the end of all of our sewing, and so the stitches are secure, they're locked into place. Well, this machine is a little bit too smart for us sometimes, and so every once in a while someone will inadvertently double tap this. And when that happens, this U-turn light comes up on the screen, and that means every time you push the pedal, it's only going to sew in reverse, even though I'm not pushing in the backstitch button. So if that happens to you, you just inadvertently had hit this twice. So if you hit it again twice, you can see that arrow went away, and now it will return to sewing normal again. Okay, so just to recap, the switch is over here on this side, right above the cord. This is the hand wheel, and the hand wheel always turns towards your face. Okay, so forward, and when you turn the hand wheel, you can see it makes the needle go up and down. And this is for sewing corners. And then we talked about the presser foot, which is this guy right here, and you can lift him up to take fabric in or out, but you want him down when you sew. This, of course, is the needle, and then down here underneath the presser foot, they're the feed dog. This button right here helps you sew in reverse. All right.